invention of atomic bombs reshaped history, unleashing a force capable of wiping out entire cities in an instant. The profound impact of nuclear weapons extended far beyond warfare itself, influencing culture, ethics, and even entertainment. In this video, we'll delve into the fascinating and often unexpected cultural effects of nuclear weapons. From bizarre business ventures to moral dilemmas, join us as we explore 10 strange consequences of living under the shadow of the mushroom cloud. Bunker selling. The Cold War was a showdown between Soviets and the West, communism against democracy, with capitalism on the sidelines. Capitalism saw an opportunity, profiting from nuclear fear. In the 50s, salesmen peddled salvation, nuclear bunkers. They preyed on fear to sell, asking, "What if a bomb drops now? Where'd you go? Basement? What about when the firestorm hits?" Solution: buy a Kita Cocoon Shelter Kit, $3,000, peace of mind as you ride out the world's end in style. Nuclear theology. After securing your atomic bomb shelter, new dilemmas arise. In the 1950s US, a devoutly Christian nation, how should you react if neighbors seek refuge in your bunker during a nuclear war? Limited space complicates matters. Is it Christian to turn them away to perish? Time magazine tackled this in 1961 with "Gun Thy Neighbor?" Responses varied widely. One person planned to defend their shelter with a machine gun. Reverend Hugh Saucy differed, suggesting one should exit and offer the shelter. Yet, even he doubted its practicality, terming it the strict Christian application. Nuclear ethics. As religion grappled with nuclear dilemmas, philosophers also delved into the implications. Nuclear ethics emerged, questioning the morality of atomic warfare. This field pondered investing in bombs over welfare and whether war deterrence justified possession. It sparked intriguing thought experiments. In 1981, Harvard law professor Roger Fisher proposed a unique way to prevent nuclear war. His idea: place the launch code next to a volunteer's heart. This volunteer would carry a hefty knife alongside the president. To activate nukes, the president would need to personally kill, confronting the reality of taking innocent life. This concept brought the harshness of reality home. Nuclear plans. Once possessing nuclear weapons, the exploration of their applications extended beyond warfare. In the US, Project Plowshare emerged, envisioning peaceful nuclear bomb utilization. The name drew from an Isaiah verse about turning instruments of war into tools of agriculture. Radical ideas were proposed, seem incredible today. A notion arose to create the Panatomic Canal via blasts, cutting through Nicaragua. Bombs might link underground waterways to augment water supply, despite radiation risks. A prominent plan was Project Chariot, aiming to carve an Alaskan harbor with hydrogen bombs. Local opposition and impracticality halted it. Radioactive waste burial there led to surprising revelations. After 3 decades, buried waste does spread radioactivity. Peace campaigns. Not everyone liked nuclear weapons existing. In Britain, philosopher Bertrand Russell started the campaign for nuclear disarmament. While some justified nuclear threat due to the Soviets, he logically argued "red then dead." Weeks after Hiroshima, he wrote mankind faced doom unless common sense prevailed. He penned the Russell-Einstein Manifesto in 1955 with Nobel laureates pushing for nuclear weapon bans. At 88 in 1961, Russell served a week in jail for protesting Polaris missiles in Britain. Human radiation experiments. By the 1940s, ionizing radiation dangers were clear, but large-scale exposure risks were limited. The nuclear war changed that, threatening millions. To understand survival, experiments on people were deemed necessary. Some are known, like placing troops near atomic tests, often harmful, yet secrets existed. In the US, patients were unknowingly injected with polonium, uranium, and plutonium. With broken limbs, got plutonium, bones unchecked for 5 days. Pregnant women and needy kids were exposed too. Other nations did similar unethical tests, keeping details more concealed. Lost nukes. Imagining a falling nuclear bomb brings mushroom clouds and instant death to mind. Yet, sometimes, the bombs drop and nothing occurs. Flying nukes on planes is risky, accidents release them. Safety measures prevent detonation, but locating them remains tough. In 1966, near Spain's Palomares, a nuclear bomber and refueling plane exploded. 4 bombs fell, 3 on land. 2 exploded, scattering radioactivity. 1 went into the sea, sparking a search by ships and divers. It was found 3,000 feet down. Over time, an unknown number of nukes got lost. 1 vanished in a North Carolina crash. Godzilla. Popular culture mirrors its society, reflecting hopes, fears, and concerns. Films, TV, and books echo people's sentiments. Amid nuclear threat, it's natural it surfaces repeatedly. In 1955, them hit theaters, showing massive ants born from New Mexico's atomic tests, wreaking havoc. Earlier, 1954's Godzilla linked the creature to nuclear testing, leaving radioactive ruin. Godzilla symbolized atomic danger with every stomp. With the Hiroshima and Nagasaki horrors fresh, Japan connected deeply with Godzilla's message. Nuclear comedy. Even in the grimmest matters, a chuckle can emerge. Nuclear war is no exception. Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb, is one of the darkest comedies. A rogue commander sends nukes to the Soviets, triggering chaos. The USSR's doomsday device adds absurdity, Earth's doom if attacked. Unbelievably, this leads to a comedic chain of events. It's full of memorable lines, like the president stopping a fight with, "This is the war room." Dr. Strangelove stands out, a former Nazi obsessed with bigger bombs. Physicist Edward Teller was called Real Dr. Strangelove, but he dismissed it in 1999, showing little interest. Horrific fiction. While finding humor in the face of nuclear destruction is possible, portraying the terror was more common. Threads, aired on BBC in 1984, likely left a nation traumatized, showcasing the bleak reality of survival during war. In the 70s and 80s, governments offered simple ways to shield families from nuclear fallout, like basic shelters and painted windows. Threads shattered these illusions, depicting Britain's struggle after a limited nuclear exchange. Equally heart-wrenching, the animated 1986 film When the Wind Blows follows an elderly couple's attempt to follow government guidelines during war. In the US, The Day After, 1983, portrayed a swift escalation to all-out nuclear conflict between NATO and the Warsaw Pact, releasing a barrage of destruction. The cultural effects of nuclear weapons resonated far beyond the realm of war. From ethical dilemmas to artistic expressions, humanity grappled with the implications of newfound power. As we reflect on these strange consequences, we're reminded that the specter of nuclear weapons cast a shadow over society, shaping our beliefs, values, and creative endeavors.